I made an entire belt out of old Rolex watches and wristbands that I had. Turned out to be a complete waste of time.
Yeah! 2 in a row.
Is that old? Is that bad? Is that
No,
good?
that's a really good one. Doc, come on. Dobby, nothing?
Good?
Nah.
Dobby, did you hear mine from last week?
Yeah, did you hear it from last week?
Corduroy pillows are making headlines. And?
Fuck off, really?
Out of 10.
It's funny that you make a dad joke and can't get the two dads to laugh.
Shit.
Engaging my audience.
All right. Yeah, apparently the 2 non-dads find your dad jokes the most funny. Okay. Welcome to the second office. I'm your host, Alex George, Doc and Sody. Dobby! Dobby's here.
Our stallmate.
Our stallmate.
That's right.
Number 1 fan, Dobby O'Donnell. How are you, Dobby? Thank you for being here.
Great. Thank you.
Sorry for the accent. Don't know where that came from.
Why are you sorry?
Because it was a Family Guy reference.
You don't have to apologize anymore.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah. Exactly.
You weren't being malignant.
All right. I'm your host, Alex George. The Vikings are 7-2 with a very convincing win over the formidable Jaguars. Okay. JK. But first mostly, welcome Dobby. Dobby, walk us through your album choices. With some repeats on this list. We seem to attract an audience.
Casey is queen.
Casey's
That's all I
Queen.
know.
Casey's Queen.
Yep.
100%.
Kanye pre-mental breakdown was fantastic.
Also Queen. Also
Could you
Queen. imagine?
imagine Casey and Kanye, celebrity couple?
I've thought about it.
They just lose their mind and end up together.
I've had similar thoughts, slightly different.
I thought about it
Lately.
No, do you think I think these Kanye albums and before the mental breakdown, I think he got swapped.
What do you mean?
I don't think the Kanye that's in the public eye right now.
Drugs makes the music?
No, I don't think that's Kanye.
No, he's
I
gone.
think it's a body double.
But he was too profitable, to let that market go. That product and what Kanye was. I mean, at the time, my brother went and saw him. I believe he was number 2 behind the Rolling Stones as number 1 live. Or no.
Yeah, it was something like that.
AC/DC as number 1 live concert in the world, according to Rolling Stones magazine.
He was this was a while ago. This was a long time ago. Springsteen, I believe it was.
You ever heard the term "too big to die"? Too big to fail?
Sure.
Titanic.
Look at GM.
Well, that's not Titanic
GM,
at the bottom of the
Ford,
ocean.
Mopar, all these.
Bitch.
If a car company goes broke, right? What happens? They get bailed out. And they keep going. Imagine a product bigger than a car company like Kanye. If he says
Bigger than a car company.
But he is.
much,
And that's why he's on the wall twice.
Yes, correct.
Legends
So I
never
want to
die.
go more into Doc's theory. This is not the Kanye we know. The very big musical fan of Kanye, who has a hard time admitting that his music has taken a steep decline in the last handful of albums, would love to agree with you.
Well, yeah. I mean, so look at his face. They're different.
He got bigger. He gained a few pounds.
No, man, they're different. Dobby's over here shaking his head. He knows what I'm talking about. I've seen it. You've seen the photos.
The only photos I've seen are him with his
Kanye West
new
face
wife,
change.
And I'm not looking at his face
This is a Reddit thread from a year ago. Why does Kanye look so different now versus 2016?
because he's 8 years older.
Let's see what we got.
No, because he's a different person.
So yeah, that is a 7-year difference.
Mm-hmm. Look at Sammy Sosa. Have you seen Sammy Sosa?
This just
Kanye
looks like a more stressed out.
He looks like Ben Roethlisberger.
It looks like if Kanye and Big Ben were something.
Can you check out Sammy Sosa? Because Sammy's been hanging out with him a lot.
7 years away of aging, stress and weight gain will make someone look like that.
I look at me 7 years ago.
Yeah, looks terrible. Terrible then, worse now. Probably looks great.
Colt 45.
Oh, 45.
2 zigzag.
Okay, good. We did so Sody. We got to do a round 2. Let's talk about Burger Quest. I told you a little bit about this.
Oh yeah, y'all had a grandy old time.
We had a grandy old time at the Bee Quest.
Is this because I went to Val's roadside in St. Cloud without you? Is this payback?
No, not at all.
Oh.
No, you weren't able to make it.
What do you mean? Where was I?
Can't remember what you said.
Probably work.
When was it?
Oh yeah, you would have been working.
It was last Thursday.
Yep.
What time?
Lunchtime.
Yeah, lunchtime.
In St. Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was an hour away where I live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You guys burger quested on a lunchtime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude,
I'd love to be able to coordinate my friendship with my workday that easily.
you just got to run the place you work at.
It's right by the hotel.
Yeah,
Dude,
don't
I
worry.
do,
I know you
George.
do. It's
The
just right
problem
by the-
is,
normal
kidding.
lunch break hour.
it's still in northwestern Minnesota.
Anyways,
I'm jealous. You
I
guys
feel
have
like
a nice
I can't.
skyline.
I feel like I can't give the appropriate background. I don't know what has or hasn't changed. You had never been there before. It's Alary's Bar in downtown St. Paul, a complete dark horse from who you would think would have a kick-ass burger. And holy shit, maybe I'm a little too enthusiastic about all the burgers I eat. I tend to grade high,
Why is it different?
but Christ Almighty.
They smoke them.
Here we go.
and
Well,
then-
so tell the story, Dobby. What's the story of Alary's?
Yeah. So Alary
'Cause it's changed.
has been around a long time.
New ownership.
New ownership. Old
That
owners
helped.
died. Used to have a circular booth in the back with a stripper pole. All the servers wore thongs. They still have cases of thongs. Now,
This is true.
yeah.
I never knew that.
New owner,
Never
closed
knew
down
that.
during the pandemic. Been open about a year, maybe. I don't know for sure.
George didn't know this.
no
That's not
idea.
where I went.
It's a
at all.
Chicago Bears bar first.
Which
What?
which sucks. I
know,
know.
yeah.
So if we can
That's
get
the only downside.
it's the only downside. I
But
get
it's
it.
a very nice looking sports bar.
Hence,
it looks really
if
nice.
you go to our Instagram page, follow on Instagram, you will see I had to fit in the clip of me flicking off the Bears jersey in there. It's in there.
Yeah.
So we're good. We're good. This is the only way I could enjoy the food. So.
They have PD's Barbecue is running their kitchen, and they are smoking meat all day. In
They got
an
a pit
alleyway.
master.
Yep. In
All
an
day and
alleyway
night.
right next to the restaurant bar.
You can smell it damn near a block away now.
Yeah, so they have all the good smoked meats, all the great stuff. Their burgers, they smoke them, so they get that good pink smoke ring, and then they fry them on the fry top or
Flat top.
Man,
flat
you
top.
are not doing this justice. So this burger is a delicious brisket burger.
Slather.
Yeah.
It has been smoked all day long.
Yes.
He then takes it and finishes it on a flat top, layered in beef fat. Just sears that bad boy and juices it up for you. And then you get to pick if you want to put pulled pork, bacon, or other delicious things on
You're
top.
bringing Sexy Doc back.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
And then he brings that out to you. You got 2 pages of sauce choices.
2 pages of homemade sauce choices. Homemade.
They don't put the sauce on it. You get to pick, and let me tell you, 1, it doesn't need sauce.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
But
you
2,
take a bite without it first, and it was insane.
How do we start an app where you just take a QR code of any menu where you go
Don't say it if this is your idea, and then people will take it. This should be your idea.
and
That
put
sounds
it
like
in
a
an
good
earphone? All of a sudden, Doc reads you the menu,
Okay.
and then I want it in multiple languages. You can so he can, you can go to the taqueria down the road, and QR code be like, I want Doc's menu app. And this tortilla is a deep fried tortilla with your choice of protein.
So it's not it's not the Spanish language. It's just Doc and his
Yeah,
Spanish
just an
accent.
accent. Yeah.
Okay.
The gringoized version.
You can do that. now.
Jesus.
Okay. Please continue, Doc.
Well, anyways, I mean, it's just, God. And there's pull tabs.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you guys had gone because you got a special deal there. You guys got a bunch of free drink tickets, first of all, which we got to take advantage
Don't
of.
talk about that.
Anyways,
Those don't exist.
Bruno.
already gone, huh?
Bruno.
So, I tagged along last Thursday, and I'm in a weird spot in my burger relationship with my potential favorite, Red Cow, because this is my favorite burger. Absolutely amazing burger. Emily and I would go there a couple times a month, and I wonder if I'm a little red cowed out to the point where this new burger, which was absolutely a flavor of burger I hadn't had before.
Never?
No, one of a kind. To me, at least. And you find it in this weird bar in downtown St. Paul, Chicago Bears bar that now has a pit master. It's crazy. So I got the.
Hold on, let's back up.
He keeps tossing around that term pitmaster.
All right, you ready?
Pitmaster. Is that a brand of smoker, or is that from someone
like
from
human.
Kansas City who's been certified as
It's like a
pitmaster?
master distiller or like a
No,
you know.
so he's. Let me tell you what. The first day that me and Dobby went there,
Yeah, here we go.
God, we were treated like royalty.
Yeah.
This guy, he's out there, Wrangler jeans. He's got
this
his
your
cowboy.
pitmaster?
Yeah, he's got his cowboy boots on because he probably owns cattle.
Thank you for clarifying.
He's got a fat chaw in. He's like, "You boys here to meet Bill?"
How would he say cha?
Chaw.
Got
You
me
boys here to
chaw.
meet Bill?
We want to
We're like, yes, sir.
You're like,
like,
who
well-
the fuck is Bill?
He's like, well, Bill's not here right now, but I can show you the smoker.
Yes, sir.
And you guys are in immediately, right?
So yeah, so he shows us the smoker, and I
And
mean,
you
this
mastered his
guy
pit.
he is proud.
Which is a great sign. Great sign.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, he's a pit master. The burger's the best burger I've ever had.
This is your favorite burger of all time? Push the mic away. Jeez
Wait,
Louise.
number one on Doc's Burger Quest is what?
Alary's Bar.
Do the woo.
Alary's Bar, for real. I got the brisket burger, so it's also Sody, every patty's half pound. Like that's their baseline is a
You're
half
not
pound
going
patty.
home hungry.
Yep.
And
It's a half pound patty.
side note, great fries.
Amazing
Price?
fries. They give you the
price wise
Not cheap,
No, it's
Not
it's
bad.
it's
It's fine.
fine.
but it's not cheap.
over or under 17.
Under.
Right at, or maybe just
after
under.
It's
after
under-
tip for a burger and a soda. After tip, $25.
And there's an upcharge for the fries.
How many beers did you?
There's
have?
an up. Yeah. So no beers.
So
Soda and-
how much is a burger with fries? Over 17?
Their burgers range from what I think 14 to 17.
Yeah,
They're in that range.
I think if you get the fries, it's like 16 to 18, depending on which type of burger you get.
It's Red Cow prices.
yeah.
You know, it's downtown prices.
But
And according to you, it's worth it for Red Cow taste.
So I got the brisket burger.
Yes,
You
hands down.
you can taste that it's been smoked first of all, and I love that charred smoky flavor.
I hope so, 'cause
It's
it has.
It's all over. I got it with a little bit of brisket on top and fried onions. They also give you a side of raw onions and pickles. I put both of those on there too. So I had fried and raw onions on this son of a gun. Picked two sauces. I picked their hottest, the Carolina Reaper
Are you
barbecue.
drooling?
Yeah. Carolina Reaper barbecue was their alleged hottest. While it was not
I'm getting
great,
hot. Just listen.
so not crazy hot at all. Not like like it lingered and it was delicious.
Did they
but not
have to?
crazy hot. And then the other one I think I just got there, spicy barbecue.
Did they have to let it?
Incredible. Or no, sorry, like a spicy blackberry barbecue. Or was it blueberry?
Blueberry.
It was blueberry, and it was insane.
It's blueberry
It was so
barbecue,
good.
right?
I'm taking, one bite, you dunk the Carolina Reaper, and then the next you dunk the blueberry, and fuck, amazing
Man.
burger.
And
It's a sassy blueberry.
he also makes his homemade buffalo sauce.
Who's he?
the pitmaster?
The pitmaster,
Mr.
Petey.
Petey himself.
Petey the pitmaster,
Pitmaster Flex?
pitmaster Petey.
He can flex all over.
He could flex for me while I eat his meat, and I'd come back the next day for more.
Akon and Young.
Yep, exactly.
So wait.
So as a guy who I know
The
loves
Pitmaster is the chef, right? There's one guy.
No, there's a kitchen staff.
Well, he has a team,
So
of course.
he
this
has a team.
Pitmaster
He's like-
it's kind of like the Wild. The Minnesota Wild
He's like head chef.
consists. It's one thing, but it consists of multiple people.
Yeah.
So the Pitmaster.
talking about any sports team.
Are you flipping me off? Looks like it.
Hi, Booker. Here we go.
You could use your index. You choose not to.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not though. Because
But
look,
yeah,
I'm
you're
raising
not.
this
It's
one.
fine.
This is not flicking you off.
Alec,
Keep going.
you haven't
Yes?
officially said, George, if it is number one or not.
I have to go back before I give it the crown.
What do you mean?
I have to get it again. Maybe it was a good day for the pitmaster.
Absolutely not.
This
I've
dude
been
just
there
wants-
every week
just-
since we've gone.
Yeah.
It is very consistent.
His lovely wife's like, you guys are going back to Red Cow? I
Yeah.
have to have it
We'll
again
be
to make
back
a
on
decision.
Thursday.
I have to. It's
Dude.
for Burger Quest.
Dude, it's so funny that you bring that up. My wife literally says I'm having an affair with Dobby. I take him out to lunch
you
more
can
than
do
I
a
take
lot
her.
worse.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She's like, you are
quality.
literally having an emotional affair with Dobby.
Yeah.
You guys go to lunch every week.
Yeah.
Like, take me to lunch.
No.
Dude.
Well, you
Then
guys,
what would I do for
you guys
lunch?
spend 9 hours a day, 10 feet from each other. You're gonna go eat good barbecue.
No, we're further than that. But we
That's the
spend about
foreplay.
2 hours in the same office usually.
That's
Damn
that's
right.
when
Have
the
to.
tension builds up, and then it's like, oh, we can finally be at lunch now.
What a release.
It's that, or she also heard about us looking
What
at
a barbecue sauce covered meaty release.
You guys go to Alary, sit down across from each other. The burgers get set in front of you. It's finally just us two.
Yep. It's just us and the burgers now, man.
Can I try yours?
Okay, that's what you and I do though, and that's why I love you so much.
Yeah, we do that.
We do. And we got to go
do that.
halvesies. Anytime we did Red Cow to the hotel, we would split their Nashville hot chicken sandwich and either the 60-40 or the
Double barrel.
double barrel. And we go halvesies.
That's what I got last time we were there.
We go
That's great.
halvesies. So good.
But that's another thing. Yeah. Right now, I'm with someone that has a phenomenal palate, similar to mine, obviously.
Nice.
And it's awesome because we'll both be looking at the menu and say, what are you thinking about? Oh, I'm thinking about X and Y. And you know what? I was thinking about Y and Z. Let's get X, Y. If we're feeling crazy, we'll get Z to go.
A little bit of Z, right.
We'll get Z to go. We'll eat that on the drive home.
Nothing like a little car pasta.
Usually it's
So
like
true.
a queso smothered burrito. And I'm just
Yeah, that travels
down
well.
to the elbow. Oh.
Reclined. Sosa's juicing in your
I sound like
municipal
that baby T-Rex in Lost World when it's getting its leg worked on. That's a good Rito. Sorry.
Good clip. Okay. Well, so is this your 10, Doc? Is this a 10 for you?
I gotta lose the vest.
If this
It's
is
way
your
too
best
hot.
burger, this is theoretically your 10. This is your bar.
Sure.
Shit. Dobby.
I've had 3 different burgers there now.
You've gone different every time.
Yeah, every
Okay.
time I'm happy. 9-4.
Fucking right. Yes. Okay.
It's hard to give anything higher than that.
Well, what do you give a double barrel or a 60-40 from Red Cow?
like an
Curious.
8-9. So I'd pick this over that. Most 7 times out of 10, I'm going Alary's. But those 3 that I go Red Cow, I'm happy.
It is special. Yeah,
I'm
you know,
really
it's
happy.
yeah, this is not to disparage. I do need to go back again before I say as much, but I think I gave the double barrel, which probably still my favorite burger, a 9.
To me, I weigh the whole meal though. So if you have really good fries, that matters to me. And Alary's fries are better than
Whoa.
Oh, do you think
Red
so?
Cow's.
Oh, the truff. You get the
Red
truff.
Cow
Oh.
truffle fries are
Yeah.
next
No.
to
Is
none.
that gonna get the
I
truff
usually have
and-
Red Cow delivered though, and that's not fair to Red Cow. I
That's a good
understand.
point.
Go there.
I haven't in a while.
You have Red Cow delivered?
It's still
Yeah.
amazing. It's still so good.
Not in the same tax bracket.
No.
Look who's talking.
You get you get your Jimmy John's delivered. That is outside of
you
your
have-
door.
Doc, you have a pair of couch shoes here. Hey, those are your couch sitting shoes. We're out here in socks. He's walking to the door.
Talking about tax brackets
Shoes,
and your couch shoes.
and then he's got the walking down the stairs shoes. Right now he's in the sitting on the couch shoes.
That's so true.
Yeah, you
That
good.
dude's got more shoes than hockey players have pairs of gloves, man.
Your car's got the touring package.
It does.
Yeah.
Do you have select all-wheel drive on and off? Can you change your differential?
He doesn't have whatever radio gadget you got where you just slap it to the next song.
Bang.
Whatever the hell that is amazing.
That's a Bluetooth dongle.
No
what I'm
commer-
doing
no-
is I'm transmitting
no
388.7 FM. When I roll by a big construction truck with a bunch of my brethren from south of the border in there, you better believe my truck real quick goes, and then all of a sudden it's back to every time I drink a whiskey.
Not starting in February next year, it won't.
What do you mean? No, they're staying, man. We're working. We're good. We're building stuff. They're building it.
Who's building things?
Everybody.
No workers left.
That's one.
Everybody together. Okay.
We're all just building friendships, man.
All right.
Synergy.
All right.
Synergy is one of the coolest words in the world. Can that be the word of the week? Synergy?
Should
Go
be the
for it.
episode title? I'll just call the episode.
Do you know the
Synergy.
definition of synergy? Because I think that's the definition of us and our dynamic as friends.
Should I look it up?
Please.
Verbatim?
I love definitions. Why don't we do that anymore? That used to be a bit.
Because
Synergy.
you went overboard.
Yeah, you
and
can't
had me
remember
look everything
what
up.
we do each week.
So synergy, the interaction or cooperation of 2 or more organizations, substances or other agents to produce a combined effect greater than the sum of their separate effects.
Wow.
Is that not the definition of us?
We're changing our about us.
Just a definition of synergy? That'd be great.
Go to Wikipedia. Definition of synergy. The Second Office podcast.
We pay for that. That'd be great. Okay.
Wait, can we?
You
Well,
know,
it's Wikipedia. You can just go change it.
yeah, we could just change it.
I don't have time for that.
I know. Yeah, me either. It's also, I think Wikipedia is fact check now.
Seriously?
Not that they change it if we change it.
Everything's fact checked.
That's factual.
Not
but-
debates.
Excuse me. NFL.
Good.
Okay. As I mentioned to open the show, the Vikings look great against an amazing team. Against an amazing.
Did you have your glasses off while you were watching the game?
And they had their starting quarterback and everything. And so they look really bad. And Darnold's just fucking slinging it, but still has the support of KOC. Because honestly, who else is going to be?
Well, yeah.
No, and I think that's fine. It's got us to 7-2. But Darnold has what, like 6 or 7 turnovers in the 6 turnovers last 2 games, right?
Much like my KOC, I stand firm.
Cock.
Dude, don't
Don't get it.
don't feed the.
What?
We are upper echelon comedy for a reason. We don't feed the people. If they don't get it, they don't get it. I want to divide the car. I want one person to go, ha! And the other person to go, what? I want that.
Okay.
I want to create conversation.
I'm going to ask the guest first. Dobby, thoughts on Darnold?
Not good.
Why?
Bad thoughts.
Why? 3 interceptions, 2 in the red zone, or all 3 were in the red zone.
And he
2
does in the
end
red zone too. We had like that 14-minute drive, which is an exaggeration, but then he threw right to the guy.
Well, no, you guys set an NFL record for time of possession.
Shit, I didn't even
Sweet.
see that.
A
You
W
kidding
is
me?
a W, though.
Without
That's all that
a
matters.
touchdown?
Probably.
Is the
there-
asterisk without a touchdown? Because, sweet.
So was that
Don't
45
want
minutes?
that
Because
record.
I saw their
Y'all can
defense
have
was
that
on the
back.
field for 45 minutes. That's insane.
That was booty.
And then they got mad at Trayvon Walker, former first overall pick,
I thought
kind of ending the game. Like, he just had to have been pissed being on the field for 45 minutes because that last play he's in there just fucking
He's throwing punches.
just swinging.
giving him the business. I
Giving him
believe
the business.
They called it
yes,
back in the day.
in ref terms. That is correct. So, Dobby, what, move on from Darnold?
No, you can't move on from Darnold this
There's
year.
nobody.
You can when JJ's back. But I took Darnold and Jefferson on DraftKings this weekend, and I can't pay my mortgage this month. So it's great.
It's too bad. Usually a safe bet. Usually safe to bet your mortgage on those two.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
so,
I could.
who could predict that? You
Yeah,
know?
well, yeah. But they won, and
12-9, babe.
that matters.
Or 12-7, was it?
12-7.
7-2. That's what I know.
Yep. That's a good record.
Yeah. You told me this time last year we'd be 7-2 with Sam Darnold. Get the hell out of this.
Has he been getting worse, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 100%.
Nobody's
Why do you
fighting
think I
that.
want Stafford? I'm ready for Sam. I said that this weekend at the cabin. When he threw his third, I went, boy, Stafford sounds great. You know, Shell and I are a bit different on this.
Yeah.
She thinks I'm blaspheming for saying that the game against the Rams was a tryout.
Be blasting no femurs.
I wish we'd trade Darnold and some draft capital and get Stafford and go run the Super Bowl right now.
Well, it's too late.
Why?
Trade deadline's passed, brother.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's over.
Do you still pick up free agents?
forget
though?
it.
I would assume yes because of injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can they cut
Hey,
Stafford?
is
and save a
Josh-
bunch of
knows
cap?
available.
Is Josh Dobbs on a team? We should, like, on a Saturday, we should pick
Kaepernick.
Josh Dobbs up without telling him and just being like, go do your Dobbs shit, but without knowing any of our plays. And he
do
goes
great.
and he does some crazy stuff, and we get a dub, and then we're like, all right, great, you did it.
Yeah.
We
Now
did-
you're gone.
We're going back to Darnold
All of
now.
a sudden he's writing. He's just sitting back in an astronaut.
Because that's what happened
uniform.
last
Like,
year.
what the hell
As soon
happened?
as he started learning the playbook, right, he got worse, allegedly.
What did I
What's
say?
the point?
He's an improv legend. He's
Comedy.
He's a scripted disaster.
Exactly. If Darnold's going to keep throwing 3 picks and we
He's
need a
accurate.
dub, let's bring in Josh on a Saturday. Be like, you're starting. And he's just going to improvise all over the
He
place.
would do
He's gonna
great on Whose Line Is It
He's going to
Anyway?
improvise over everyone.
Terrible on Parks and Rec.
He's just gonna. Darnold just can't throw to JJ
Well, that's not going to be good for the Vikings.
because
Yeah,
that's
that's-
what every pick happened.
So
I think it'd be better for the
That's
Vikings.
gonna be less than
So the
fortuitous.
first one was a tip drill, but it wasn't a penalty. The guy they were within 5 yards. It was a good play by the defender. Got his hands in there. Darnold shouldn't have thrown it. The second one was just a terrible throw.
Yeah, but they were all to JJ.
That was also probably not an interception if you look at the replay. And then the third one was bad.
And then the fourth one, which
Cam
wasn't
Robinson
an
laid the
interception
shit out of that one dude
because
though.
of the
That was
penalty.
awesome.
There should have been 4. There was a penalty on the
Oh,
play.
that on the deep
So
route.
what
that,
you're
was- that
saying
was
is-
Addison. Was that not Addison?
No,
that
it was JJ.
It was all JJ? Well,
But what you're saying was there was only 3, not 4. Didn't happen.
yeah, so it's fine. Keep throwing to
fine.
JJ. If you're saying the issue is throwing to JJ, I disagree.
Are we talking stats?
A little bit.
What's their Packers record?
They had a bye week and they're
6-2.
They're still good.
But they're behind the Vikings in the standings.
Word.
From third place to second place, baby.
Let's have a conversation week 18.
They have
I'm
that.
That's what it's all about. Playoffs.
They don't have ATM.
Aaron Jones, rib injury. He came back to the game. This son of a gun is day to day. Limited in practice early this week, according to Kevin Seifert. Dobby.
I ate that. I just ate that.
Sorry.
Yeah, you aimed it right at. See, it happens to the best of us. I did that to Doc one time.
You gave me the Colt 45.
Yeah,
All
But
right.
You've
you'll
been
always
drinking
choose
malt
Dobby
liquor.
over the listeners, right? You're not going to aim it at the mic. So you got to go right at the guest.
You'll take that bullet.
Oh,
Okay. All right, Packers had a bye week, are 6-2 and in third place. Seriously, third place at 6-2 is nuts. Preston Smith trade. Thoughts, Doc?
who?
He had a really good year, like 1 year,
When?
but then they switched defenses and he didn't like it as much.
Oh, he plays defense.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
What
no thoughts
position?
to it.
At one
linebacker
point, he was
slash
like one of
DN.
their defensive. I don't know. My dad always
Not
had
this
good
year.
things to say. Not that good this year.
No, he was a part of the 4-man rotation.
Got that going on. Preston Smith says a few weeks ago he requested a trade out of Green Bay. Didn't feel comfortable in their new 4-3 scheme, so now he ends up in a 3-4, where he has played most of his career and feels comfortable.
Yeah, he's a pass rusher who likes to not have his hand in the ground because he has
Gotcha.
no leverage.
Ah, so nothing of substance was lost. Nothing
No.
of value was lost.
What did we get? Like a 7th-round pick?
Oh, is
tells
that
you
all he went
everything.
for?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
he's
Okay.
trash.
All right. Well, good. Josh Jacobs taking the rook under his wing. You hear about that?
That's great. Aaron Jones would have never done that.
You
Yeah,
kidding
he
me?
would've.
Aaron Jones just
World-class
dedicated
person.
Aaron Jones has dedicated an entire game
You
to
know
a
he's
dead
a phenomenal
teammate.
human being.
Yeah, come on. You can't talk shit about the person
You know
Aaron
he
Jones
is.
is. Everyone loves Aaron Jones in Green Bay.
You're mad.
You're mad.
You're mad his new girlfriend's hotter.
Anyways, Josh Jacobs said he makes MarShawn Lloyd ride with him to. Oh, he makes MarShawn Lloyd ride to.
Get in the car, Marshawn! We're going to practice!
Ride to practice with him each day. Make sure the rookie keeps his head on, in despite being out for. Okay, this is not a neck. Okay, keeps his head up despite being out for so long. Jacobs quote: "I'm excited to see him go this week." What the fuck? Lloyd returning to practice this week and will be designated to return off the IR. Okay, that's good to see. I guess
They're friends.
Is my point. He makes them go to practice every morning.
Oh,
Very good when your
oh.
players are going to practice. And this is fun. This is from courtesy of the Green Bay Packers subreddit. Favre versus Rodgers versus Love. Stats after 24 games as the established starter. And I have not looked at these.
Oh,
So
God,
I don't know
I can't wait.
I don't know what agenda I'm pushing right now. Although you know my opinions.
Wait,
No, I know.
can you get Doc's opinion first?
Oh, sure.
What's your order of the three?
Okay.
Based off of stats?
Yeah, sure. Who
Yeah.
has most who is
tough.
the best after 24 starts?
It's going to be Jordan Love.
It might be Jordan Love. That's going to be my guess too. Nah, didn't Rodgers start hot?
It's going
Or
to be
did
Brett.
he take a minute?
It's going to be Brett, baby.
No, it's going to be Love, Rodgers,
It's going to be Brett.
Brett.
Brett's
Brett,
first-
Brett Eludio.
Brett Rodgers, Love.
No, Love, Brett. Love,
Other way
Rodgers,
around.
Brett.
Love
I love
Rodgers
Brett, too.
Love Rodgers, Brett. Okay, here we go. Okay, passing. Oh, they have rushing stats too. Let's start with rushing.
Brett. It's got to be Brett.
Bo Favre. Okay, here we go. Rushing for Rodgers, Brett Favre, and Jordan Love. Rodgers has almost double both. Okay, wow. Favre and Love, similar.
Let's go.
For rushing, 288 rushing yards from Favre on 79 attempts, 3.65 average. 275 yards on 63 attempts, 4.37 for Love. 4 rushing touchdowns to Favre's 2. Favre also fumbled 19
In
times.
24 games?
Let's go. Slippery.
That doesn't count as picks.
Shouldn't have had that popcorn.
We shouldn't have had that popcorn. I got on Love for all of his turnovers, but Favre's 19 to Jordan Love's
Every time he ran, he
13.
dropped it.
Well, wait, this is check the next stat though. Not all of those are lost.
Couldn't find how many of Favre's were lost.
Yeah, but the
3
others-
of
Some of
Jordan
them-
Love's 13.
Hey, so some of them fumbles and then they recovered it. Isn't that a first down?
That could be a bad snap.
Good point.
That's right. Blame the offensive lineman.
Yep.
That's right.
Good point. Rodgers, meanwhile, 421 rush yards on 88 attempts, 4.78 average, 6 rushing touchdowns, 14 fumbles, 5 lost. All pretty comparable. Rodgers was a very good rusher early in his career. Forgot about that.
Cool.
It is.
Used to have an Achilles.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
I get it. Achilles, needy, greedy.
Okay, passing. Let's start with record. Favre, 15-9. Rodgers, 10-14. Love, 13-11. Thoughts? Okay.
Mediocre.
Completion percentage. Favre, 63.27. Rodgers, 64.25. Considered one of the most accurate passers of all time. Love, 63.37. A little bit better than Favre. Just under Rodgers. Less than a percentage under Rodgers. Holy crap.
Wow.
Well, Favre's the worst.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Favre, 4,984 yards passing, 29 touchdowns to 27 interceptions. This dude was a gunslinger. Let's go. Rodgers, meanwhile, had another 1,500 yards passing at 6,293. Not quite 15, but still. 44 touchdowns, so 15 more touchdowns, 18 interceptions, so 9 less interceptions and 15 more touchdowns for 98.1 rating compared to Favre's 79.88 rating. Love fits right in the middle. 47 more touchdowns than Rodgers. 47, three more touchdowns, 3 more picks.
Gunslinger.
37 sacks compared to Rodgers' 71 sacks. Those three combined, looking at those three, I think you're right, Doc. Jordan Love, first 24 games.
But what stat matters most?
Wins.
Yep.
Bo Favre.
Is it not a team game?
Wait, who has that?
Is it not a team
Brett.
game?
Who's the leader on the team?
Brett.
Who's everyone look to? Quarterback.
Quarterback.
Brett
Coach.
Favre.
It's a
Former
quarterback.
Minnesota
Everybody
Vikings.
looks to the coach.
That's what quarterback.
Everybody looks to the head coach.
When they looked at Brett Favre at US Bank Stadium, TCF Bank Stadium, he said,
Metrodome?
So being completely honest, as someone who does not think highly of Jordan Love, seeing as he's kind of performed better than those two Hall of Famers their
Is
first
our
24
friend Doc.
games, is a little bit worrying.
oh,
I'm just saying it's.
I don't think he's necessarily performed better. I think Aaron Rodgers is the best.
I think that
Better
entire
rating,
stat
better
sheet
rushing.
Yeah,
stats.
it's Rodgers,
Was-
but he's not super far off, right? I don't know.
hearsay.
3 more picks, but 3 more touchdowns. Threw the ball another 30 sometimes.
Let's talk about this. Who's still playing football?
That's close.
and
It's a lot
who's
closer
still
than I thought it
good
was
at
going to be. A lot closer than I thought it was
I'd
going to
say
be.
Jordan Love, and then that's it.
Or could Brett Favre come in, play for the Jets, and do better than Rodgers is doing right now?
Nope.
Probably not.
Brett Favre's in jail. You can't vote for that guy.
Not yet. Not yet he's not. Not yet he's not. Speaking of the Jets and Aaron Rodgers, how about this segue? Aaron Rodgers only completed 2 passes yesterday that traveled more than 7 yards downfield.
Double check.
This guy sucks now,
Double
which I don't think anyone expected.
double-checked
Even
it.
coming off an Achilles, I didn't think he was going to be bad. Thought he was going to be all right, if not really good still.
Does a darkness retreat hurt you as a quarterback officially?
I will give
Has anyone done a darkness retreat and gotten better as a quarterback?
Rudy Gobert did a darkness retreat and came back and led the number 1 defense in the league and won Defensive Player of the Year.
I'll ask the same question again because I don't think you heard it. Has any quarterback done a darkness retreat and gotten better after it? Quarterback.
If Rodgers is our barometer, no. The
You're
answer
talking
is no.
practice.
Who else
The answer
has
is
done
no.
one?
Who?
Yeah, besides Rodgers.
Exactly. 'cause
That's
you're
the
not
point.
supposed to.
That's the point, Dobby.
Byron Leftwich.
Dude, if that's
Jake
I
Delhomme.
guess I believe you.
Jake Delhomme did one. Who's the guy from the Ravens that won a Super Bowl?
McNair,
Nope.
Lamar
Joe
Jackson.
Flacco.
Flacco,
Trent
Flo
Dilfer. Trent Dilfer did one.
Trent 02.
John
Or
David
2000.
Booty.
Pat
He did one.
McAfee.
McNair.
He's
McNair
coming
did
up
one.
with- Yeah, Mark Brunell.
Mike Vick tried, but they wouldn't let dogs in.
Oh, he did a darkness retreat.
That was another thing that happened in 07, by the way. 07 was a crazy fucking year, dude.
What was the other thing?
Mike Vick, before training camp, dogs, gone. Just,
Well, what else in 07? Why is 07 relevant?
I'm going to figure that
Romo.
out. You guys talk about something for a
Oh,
second.
Romo. Yeah, Romo.
You guys talk
Okay.
about something, and I'm going to talk about 2007 NFL. We have to.
It's a great draft. I can talk about
No,
that
it's
draft
the greatest
class.
season that ever happened.
All right.
Talk about something else.
Okay. So Aaron Rodgers, only 2 completions that of balls that traveled more than 7 yards. That sucks. Since firing Robert Saleh, the Jets. This is a tweet from Mr. Renner. The Jets defense has allowed the highest EPA per play of any team in the league since they fired Robert. Also, this stat coming up in 1 second. The Jets started the season 2-3, giving up only 17 points per game, and with the chance to lead their division. They've since gone 1-4, giving up 25.8 points per game.
Yikes.
Is there not a lot of talent on that roster? That's crazy how bad they are. I think everyone is enjoying it, but shit, I guess they're washed. They just look really bad. And I'm wondering how much is on Rodgers. Before I was like, I think it's just kind of a shit organization.
This
but
is what
Rodgers
he
looks
wants.
awful.
But this is what he wants.
So he can come to Minnesota next year?
Well,
Please no.
Yeah, I don't want him.
he's going to come here, but this is what he wants. He wants to take down the family of the New York Jets.
Oh, he's got alternative agendas.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Gosh, you're bringing the true spirit of Sodi to this one, Doc.
Somebody's got to.
Telling you. Well, he just
Aaron
Googled
Rodgers
something.
moves to Minnesota. Where
He's
does
just
he live?
Screenshot and stuff.
How do you know?
A diner.
I can see
Yeah.
How do you know?
He's a cake eater.
Do you want to hear what happened in 07?
Can't wait. It's when we drafted Adrian Peterson.
Okay. So, like I said, 07 needs to be recognized as the craziest year in NFL history. And I will tell you why right now from my friends at this kid. So, craziest year in NFL history because starting with the Michael Vick scandal, dogfighting, he pled guilty just before the start of the season and would end up spending 21 months in federal prison. Following that, a rookie, Adrian Peterson, shattered the NFL single-game rushing record with 296 yards at home against the Chargers. You think the Cowboys are a circus now? Terrell Owens was drowning himself in popcorn, while super couple Tony Romo was drowning himself in some Daisy Dukes. The original Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Brett Favre was shattering career passing records. Dolphins went 1-15. The Browns went 10-6 with Brandon Weeden and missed the playoffs. Tom Brady threw 50 touchdowns, 23 to Randy Moss on the way to the Patriots going undefeated. And of course, they lost that undefeated season to another 10-6 team that made it into the playoffs. The greatest underdog triumph in NFL history, Eli Manning, the New York Football Giants, David Tyree. 07 was a crazy season in history. Fight me.
I feel like you
Just kidding,
could.
don't. Sorry.
I feel like you could bring up a number of seasons and read off the things that happened just as excited. Those are all fun things. Just don't know how much are unique.
I don't know if the dog fighting is fun.
Brandon Weeden.
That's unique.
Brandon
It's
Weeden
unique.
was a starting quarterback.
I drafted
Brandon
at like,
Weeden
Sure.
for multiple weeks.
Wasn't he
led an
drafted at
NFL
30?
team?
Wasn't he drafted at 30 years old or something?
Who?
Brandon Weeden. You don't remember him? First round pick for the Browns.
I thought he got abducted off of a John Deere in Oklahoma, and somebody dropped him in Detroit and said, "Play football."
How old
Played baseball?
was Brandon Weeden when drafted? 28 and first round pick.
That's a young.
Shut
That's
up.
a young fella.
So
You remember that?
God, the Browns have just been terrible.
Wasn't this a year or two before Johnny Manziel?
What do you mean? They got Garrett Hedlund
And I think before Brandon Weeden, it was Brady Quinn.
or Miles Garrett.
Peyton Hills.
Never forget
You
Peyton.
say Brandon
You like
Weeden
that
was
Garrett
playing in
Hedlund reference?
2007?
Minnesota actor.
2012.
Garrett
2012.
Hedlund, Minnesota actor.
Hey, yeah.
Tron Legacy.
Sodi.
What?
Brandon Weeden, 2007, 10-6 Browns.
Yeah.
No.
22nd overall in 2012 was Brandon Weeden. Where do you find your stuff?
Well,
He's got a
the
specific
picture they had of the Browns was Brandon Weeden snapping back. So I was like, that guy?
Oh, you just assumed.
100%. Honey,
Okay.
you bet.
All right. Not
So
all,
did 72
not
million
all of it
other
is
Americans.
accurate, but all of it is fun to hear.
Also 27 touchdown passes to Randy Moss.
Not 23?
No, I was going to, yeah, more.
Jesus.
Well, at least it got us
Sodi.
talking.
At least
God. It's about the conversation, not about the facts. The fact that we're talking is the fact that matters.
For all we know,
Let's
2007.
have more conversations.
So for all we know,
Where does your milk come from?
so now I think I have the
Why
argument
do you
that
drink it?
maybe 2007 was trash.
Mine comes from Helga.
One of the worst NFL years. Maybe I will fight you.
I don't want to do that. You have less body fat than me. I feel like you have a stamina that I can't match.
A lot of
You go to the gym at least once a week.
pot in these lungs.
No, he shits himself though. Sorry. Sorry.
I've heard a lot of
Once.
stories.
couple times.
Once.
Couple times.
In the last year, I've heard at least 3 stories.
Yeah, dude, you might want to go talk to a doctor about
Thrice
that.
shites.
What do you mean?
That's not normal. Well,
Not for your age.
I've known Dobby for a year. I told him all of the stories in the past year.
Why
They
is
did
it-
not happen over the course of 1 year. Come on.
Not how they were
Come
told.
on.
So
Come on,
I
Steven.
had a rubber band I used to wear as a bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, it didn't fit the same.
Yeah, Alex butt.
No, I'm just saying I like bracelets, and I
When you're
haven't
constantly stretching it, just doesn't go back to the same form.
Tacos and double shot venti espressos have a different effect on me than they did when I was in college.
Dude, remember
And
the
I'm
first
learning.
time you did like a triple shot espresso on our way to a preseason football game, and you were caffeined out, and you were like, my skin's crawling. I didn't know what to do with you.
That was great.
Alcohol, drugs, you've always been fine, but caffeine, I was worried. Like, are you
You
gonna
gotta
be
lay
okay?
off the caffeine.
Yeah, it's good.
I've had too much coffee today. My poor friend.
Doc's addicted to energy drinks now.
Seriously?
Let's
Nasal spray for me.
Oh, that's I watched a documentary about that.
Seriously?
The more you
What am
use
I
it,
in
the
for?
more you need it.
100%.
Oh shit.
I'm
Really?
in, dude.
That's the
Can't
same
breathe.
with chapstick.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, I had to quit Chappie.
But is it only chapstick brand chapstick? It's not Blistex,
no,
right?
Any chapstick.
Burt's Bees, part of it.
Really? Even Burt's?
Dude, Proactive started it. Look at the Proactive suit. You remember what their suit was? If you stop using their product for 10 days, you'll have worse acting than you ever had before starting it. It was a, what do they call it? Like a fucking...
I don't know.
Class
Proactive
action
goes
lawsuit.
into like
it was,
your bloodstream.
it was a
though.
dependence product. Your body needed this product to stay acne free. Once you stop using it, you're screwed.
Remember all those damn celebrities endorsing that on the
Oh,
infomercials?
yeah, they got paid.
Money, money, money. Remember all those damn celebrities endorsing getting stabbed with the freaking vaccine?
Oh god.
Just saying.
Walked
Sure
into
did.
that one. Sure did.
Okay.
Yeah, really stuck.
Money, money, money.
Okay.
I mean.
Okay.
And we still love Kelsey.
Who,
Yep.
Travis?
Hmm?
Who's we?
I love him ever since he started looking like a porn star. I think that's really cool.
I
Yeah,
think it's
hell yeah.
awesome that...
Just like porn star now.
I think Travis is creating generational wealth for his children.
Damn right he is. You
Yeah,
guys-
by marrying Taylor Swift in the future.
I think his soul will dwell in a place that a lot of people write songs about.
You guys want to talk shit about the Bears?
Love to.
Because they suck. All right. But
Wait,
for real.
no, let's not talk about the Bears. I feel like that's bad content.
Just briefly.
No.
We talk about football.
You ask me, I say no.
Guys,
No Bears.
Yeah, got to move on, I guess.
they're bad.
Patriots sacks entering yesterday was 16. And then they sacked Caleb Williams 9 times.
That is a lot.
That's horrendous.
That's a terrible pass rush, sacking someone 9 times.
Did you see the
Oh,
video?
Bears are switching things up. Sorry, executive decisions. We're talking about the Bears just for a second. They're looking at replacing the O coordinator and the quarterback even. Their number 1 overall pick. They're
What?
thinking about benching him for Tyson Bagent.
What?
And then they're like,
Bagent.
okay, maybe someone else needs to call plays too. No discussion about firing their head coach, who shouldn't have even been the coach this season.
Who, Matt Nagy?
They're doing Caleb Williams a disservice. I would love to see him be a bust, being a Vikings fan. And he's
Not
gonna
your fantasy team.
and he's gonna be. Well, yeah,
He's not
that
good.
would suck.
He doesn't care about football. He got paid. He's done. He'll invest smartly and he'll buy art.
I don't even think
He'll
that's the
buy art
case.
in Milan
I think he's
and
got a
drink
shit
wine.
organization around him.
I don't
see
think
the-
he cares about football.
Did you see the video of him on the ground and his offensive line didn't help him up? The defender did, and then gave him like a little pat on the helmet.
Felt bad for him.
Yeah. It's not a good look.
No bueno.
His team hates him. He hates the team. He doesn't like football or Chicago.
No bueno. Dan Campbell. Talk about Dan Campbell
I don't have the energy.
because you're too passionate about him. You don't have it right now.
100%.
All right, let's try though.
Look at me. I look like a slug. I'm tired, dude. I've been driving all day.
You're doing great.
I woke up in the Chippewa National Forest and hunted deer this morning. I was up before sun.
Great. So Sody,
We need to get you a microphone.
Sody, as
Oh, no.
as someone with football coaching experience.
Oh my God.
I'm awake.
Hold on.
I'm awake.
Okay, good.
What do you need?
What do you you are the coach of the Lions. What do you tell Jared Goff after 5 interceptions?
My belt's off.
What do you tell him?
My belt's off and say, turn around, Jared. Turn around.
So you're gonna
You
whip
gotta
him with
remember,
your
this guy's
belt,
a youth
or
football coach.
With tears in my eyes, I say, you and I both know you're better than this. I don't ever want to do this to you again, Jared. But I will. I will if you ever give my ball away the way you did.
Are you just
tonight.
talking about a
I will
spanking?
tan that high, Jared.
Okay.
And I will send you back to California like the little golden bear you
All
are.
right, he's just talking about spanking. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Because Dan Campbell was asked, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say to your quarterback? Dan Campbell. This is a tweet from.
I
Colton,
wish I could trade you for
from
Stafford.
Colton
That's what I
Pouncey.
would say to
nope.
him.
He said, I'm not
wish I
gonna.
had Matt back.
I'm not gonna tell him anything. These weren't ill-advised throws. It wasn't our day. couple of them were tipped. I love that. Jared Goff has proved himself. You're not going to say shit to him.
Yeah.
He's not young. Who
No,
knows?
seriously. And that's my least favorite management tactic.
That's why I love
someone
Bo
who
Nix.
knows what they're supposed to do, and then you're supposed to be like, Goff, look, you're really not supposed to throw an interception there.
Bo Nix had one of the most veteran responses to like his third or fourth game in when he threw a red zone interception in the end zone. And they said, what happened on that 3rd and 4 in the end zone when he threw a pick? He said, drop back, threw it to the other team. Next question. At that moment, I became a Bo Nix fan.
That's good.
I
like
said,
that
that's
answer.
the most veteran way to handle that. Yep.
Is that wrong? That's not what he said?
No. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Don't question my friend.
All right. Might be.
Let him question me. I need it.
Yeah. Might be.
I need bumpers up.
Okay. Break from sports. Talk about not sports. Sodi, you in?
What are we talking about?
We cloned a ferret.
Good.
World's first cloned ferret gives birth to healthy kits in a conservation milestone.
Sweet.
Woo.
You got nothing on that? That's crazy.
I think we should be doing that with woolly mammoths. We have enough ferrets.
But now they're giving birth.
Let's give both to woolly mammoths.
Dude, they've
Why?
been cloning
Is that
humans
your
for
first?
years.
Is that the
I
first
get it.
animal you
Where-
choose?
Have they been having kids though?
Yes.
Probably.
We
I
never
want to
did it
hunt
with a
them.
ferret.
That's the most meat
That's
per bullet I
groundbreaking.
can get.
That's my point.
How else are we going to have all this hair for
Most
Donald
meat
Trump?
per
This is
bullet
my
I can
point.
get is a woolly mammoth. So I'd like a healthy
Ferret hair.
woolly mammoth herd in every state. And I'd like a
It's a
tag
presidential come over, baby.
every year.
There's a ferret on top of his head. This is a cloned ferret.
Mr. President, we have to clone something today. What's it going to be?
This is the greatest clone.
Here's your options. None of them. Ferret. Why? Ferret! I was elected to lead, not to read. Ferret.
100%. Oh, great. Okay. Well, that's the only non-sports thing I had. Clone ferrets.
That's
What
it.
would you
And the
clone?
Clone ferrets are having babies. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. What would I clone?
I'd clone your wife just to fuck with her.
Oh, okay.
That was close.
Wait.
as in like
Wait,
okay.
I tell her to jog by 3 to 4 times a day for the first month, and then bump that to 6 to 12 for the next 4 weeks. Just jog by. And if she'd ever home, just the fuck. Until she told you.
Why my wife specifically?
I don't know. I feel like.
That would drive her nuts.
Well,
Something
out of
you've always thought
all
about?
my friends I see the most frequently, it's you. So if I'm going to hear about something crazy happening in one of my best friend's wives' lives, I'm going to hear about
It's
this
gonna be-
saga every week.
it's gonna be
and I'm
months
already
later.
planning 2 to 3 months. So I'm up to date on every. I know when to dial up the fucking run bys.
no, here's the thing.
This is a
Sodi,
foolproof plan.
she wouldn't say a word to you because she thinks she's going insane. She would only say a word to me. She'd be like, "I swear to God."
And you'd be
I would
down
have to
here
be
going,
I'd be updating you
like, dude, Emily.
as soon as she fell asleep. Oh my gosh, she fucking saw her again.
Like, dude, Emily thinks that she's seeing a clone run by. I'm like, really? Tell me more about this in detail.
So you
Let's not rule this out.
so you clone my wife, Doc.
Wait. Now I want to change my answer. That sounds weird.
I mean, obviously the answer is Emily.
Shit.
Now there's 2 of them.
I don't need any more. I don't need any more than
Now
the
there's
one.
2 of them.
I don't
One's
need it.
working at Red Cow taking your drink orders. Hey, what can I get you? What the fuck?
I'm going to clone your guys' significant others.
I'm in.
Keep my wife's name
I'm
out
in.
of your mouth.
No, I'm
That's
in,
what I
man.
should have said.
That'd save me $1 million right
That's what I
there.
should have said. All right.
Anyone get that reference?
Say it again.
I said I'm in. That'd save me $1 million right there.
No.
What would you do with $1 million?
Two chicks, same
tell you
time,
what I'd
man.
do,
Two chicks, same time, man.
I already found the perfect one. Give me 2 of them. Sweet.
You talking about Emily?
No, because I said, what if I cloned your significant other?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, he said, bring it on.
No, mine's jogging by Georgie's. She's not.
Dabby, who you cloning? I know you got my mom's number. for
cloning your mom.
For piling
Not
on the
cloning mom.
women in my life here. Okay. Who you cloning? What are you cloning?
Who is different than what?
Sure
I was
is,
gonna say we
Sodi.
started with a woolly mammoth.
Yeah, we did start
Let's
with
go
the
along
woolly
those
mammoth.
That's
lines.
my animal pick.
Those lines.
You know what? Just to kind of see what would fucking happen. Maybe like a T-Rex. What happens if T-Rexes just
where would
start
you
running
where
around?
would you
Wait,
put
wait,
it?
wait,
So
wait,
you
wait,
clone
wait.
it. Now you have the T-Rex egg. Where do you put it?
Mostly red states.
Under your head. No, you're fine. Because
answer.
they have the firepower to defend themselves. They're
I'd
the
like
safest.
to see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yes.
As long as we use
they
that
would
meat-
develop a conservation system and hunt them. Where the herd grew, the adolescents became healthy enough, and we'd harvest
We
them.
will develop a breathing apparatus
Yes.
out of kelp.
Not days at a time, but 3-4 hours? Absolutely.
Hour 45? No problem.
No problem.
Imagine the leather industry with T-Rexes
Do you know my
running
theory
around.
about T-Rexes?
I mean, no.
Tiny arms, right? Mm-hmm. Bullshit. You ever seen a chicken after it went through a fire?
No.
Without the feathers.
Yeah, they're terrifying.
Tiny arms,
Oh, really?
right? You ever seen a T-Rex with its skin still on it? No, we only find the
Haven't seen
bones,
any.
right?
Look like
Tiny
a
arms.
large chicken.
You ever seen a skeletal structure of a T-Rex?
You think T-Rexes could fucking fly?
I think dragons were real and they
Yeah.
were Tyrannosaurus. Why is that footprint, that dinosaur print, the most impactful?
Yeah.
Because they were landing. They were coming out of the fucking sky.
This is a theory I believe in.
Pterodactyls, they were like, oh, huge birds, right? Pterodactyls were fucking petrified of T-Rexes. T-Rexes are dragons. T-shirt.
Dragons were real.
Dragons were real.
T-Rexes were dragons. I think.
And
Can't prove
T-Rexes
you
So
were
wrong.
hang on. How many dinosaurs now that we have more science do you see on Discovery Channel at 12 a.m. when you're done with Skinamax that have feathers on them? Out of
Skinamax
nowhere.
is after 12 a.m. And
How
I
many
know, Cops doesn't
dinosaurs
start
had
till 4.
feathers, right?
It's been proven, yeah. That they
Well,
want feathers, right? Yeah.
What else had feathers? Birds.
Well, yeah, that's
T-Rexes flew.
usually what follows. Yeah.
T-Rexes flew. Do you think a T-Rex ever flew?
No,
Why?
because I think the bones are too heavy.
Because it was a dragon, fool. That's some serious
Scary
shit.
Movie
right?
3.
Yep. It wasn't a
Because
T-Rex
it was
yet.
alive, fool.
If a rat's in the house, it's a mouse.
Because it was a rat, fool. But, so listen. Think of the material of a bat wing, right?
I'm a bat wing. I'm unfamiliar.
Bat wing?
Go on.
You ever touched a bat?
Yeah.
So you felt a bat wing.
You can see.
I'm
You
not,
can
like,
see through them.
looking at it, but
You
go
can
on.
see through them.
Yeah.
But a T-Rex, the skeletal structure we leave, you're saying you don't think they flew based on their bones, right?
They have dense bones.
Imagine the wingspan they could have had if those small cartilage things that bats have were spanning out.
Can I change my answer?
Yes.
These arms are so small compared to the body.
You want to clone Sodi?
No.
One's enough.
There's no way.
I would be cloning Donald Trump.
Big
Agree or
wings.
disagree, but-
Could you imagine Donald
man.
debating Donald?
And-
I'm the greatest Donald.
and then have your popcorn.
yeah.
Man, if you could clone
You know what?
Donald
That'd be cool.
and make him a
then JD
Democrat,
Vance and Walls
That'd
could
be
just
funny.
go to work and actually do something.
what if you clone Donald as a Democrat? Democratic Donald versus Republican Donald. What would happen?
Yeah.
A whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, it'd be if Donald Trump wanted to run for president in the 80s, he would have been a Democrat.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
100%.
1980s Donald Trump.
Yep.
All right.
The old Democrat
Um,
is now a Republican in a lot of states. Not like of the country, I mean of the word.
Yeah.
All right. More on cloning or the National Basketball Association?
I'd say we talk about cloning more.
Great. Go.
Heidi Klum, I mean, that's a conversation we got to have.
Oh, yeah.
Great
Pam-
singer.
Pam Anderson.
Singer. She's what?
I'm out on
Actress.
Pam. I'm out on Pam.
Who are you talking about?
Conversationalist.
Actress.
So we're flying to Mars to start a new colony. Whose embryos are we putting in there? I think Sofia Vergara's on the list.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt's on the list.
Emma Watson.
We got to think
Yeah.
about intelligence. Are we putting Elon on there?
Elon's already
Wait a
from
minute.
Mars.
Is Elon
He's already
canceled
from
now?
Mars. I don't know.
Elon's
Is
from Mars.
Elon still everyone's favorite person?
No.
I don't
No,
think he was
that's
Elon.
been a while.
Yeah.
That's
Wait, why
been a
not?
while, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody likes Elon?
I don't know.
It's been
Why
a long
not?
time.
He's a little weird, man.
He's just a little weird as all. You see his kid's name?
He's too smart for me to understand.
Have you seen
Yeah.
Kanye West kids' names? There's
Yeah, weird
two of
too.
his albums behind
I just
you.
love the amount of gender affirming care that Elon Musk has gotten. And he's so against it.
What do you mean?
Have you seen pictures of 30 years ago of Elon Musk?
No, I haven't.
No.
Okay. Look at him. And then look at him now.
Here
Show
we go.
me.
That's bold.
Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea.
30 years ago. Oh, he's balding. He's balding.
But you got to look at how much more masculine Elon Musk looks now than he does back then.
He's got
So
hair.
does Tom Brady.
He's got hair.
Look
is
at
all.
Tom Brady from when he was drafted to now. More masculine.
Tom Brady's less than 30% human.
Correct.
Is he?
Yeah, 100%.
So is
Tom Brady's
Elon.
at least a little bit robot.
Yeah, no, sure. Elon Musk is totally an alien.
Let's look at George Clooney over the last 30 years, more or less masculine.
Ooh,
Equal. Always been
he's
Up
like
Brad Pitt, 30
Talk-
years ago,
talk
more
about
or
robot.
less masculine.
less.
We age like fine wine, Doc. I don't see the point in this argument.
I'm aging like spoiled milk, baby.
you and
No, you're
no,
not.
you two
I
especially.
would disagree.
You two especially.
You and I are just entering our twilight years.
for real.
My gal knows what she got, and she's locking me down.
So yes, we're cloning Sofia Vergara, Brad Pitt. Those all make sense.
I think, who's that gal from Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist? Michael Cera. I'd like to bring some of his sperm up there.
We got to have comedy up there, assuming comedy transfers through sperm. Right?
Have we tested that?
No. You guys got what's playing the rest of your night?
My old man's kind of funny.
There you go.
Your old man?
So maybe it is
You're just disproving the theory.
genetic. Ooh.
Mom's not. That's why I'm saying, like, she's sweet, but
My kid's pretty cool.
really?
No.
Is he funny?
He's 3.
You can't be,
He's
you
not
can't
cool
be
yet.
cool in 3.
Okay. Wolves are 6-4 after 3 straight wins versus Hornets, Blazers, and Bulls. They lost last night to Miami by 1 point. Ants 3-point pace. Doc, you said this was stupid the other day. I'm gonna keep hammering this.
No.
What?
I told you
Okay.
that a 5-game pool of statistics was stupid for the NBA.
I agree.
And I agreed with that, too.
But
Not what he's doing or who he is or any of that. I think you sitting here going 5 games of an 82-game season was like God.
no.
Yes.
My point
That's
is
what you did.
Okay. When it's a 5-game span and the only other person to have done that same thing within 5 games is someone of Kevin Garnett's caliber, that's cool. Was my only point last week. And now I'm going to take it a little bit further, Doc, because most 3-pointers through 9 games in NBA history. Most 3-pointers through 9 games in NBA history. Top 5. 5th, Steph Curry, 2015-2016 with 44. 4th, Steph Curry in 22-23 with 46. 3rd, Anthony Edwards with 50 in 24-25. That's this year. 2nd, Steph Curry with 53 in 23-24. 1st, Steph Curry with 55 in 2018-2019. He is hitting 3-pointers at historical pace that only the greatest shooter has ever done, and he's doing it at 45%.
Whoa!
It's a small sample size, but that's awesome.
Hey, great. We're over 10% of the games. I'll take the stat.
Yeah, me too.
Doc says...
Me too. I'm not going to be surprised if it goes down, but the fact that only Steph Curry has done this before, Doc, is something.
Doc
That's
says
something.
He
I never
loves
said it
this
was
stat,
bad.
but
You
let
made fun of it.
Let it marinate.
You were like,
Let it.
you were
Georgie,
like, hold on, Doc.
You're talking about 5 games.
yes, but
Georgie, what
only
you have,
Ant and KG. The
I
5
did it at
games,
the Y.
irrelevant.
Georgie, what you have is a perfectly rubbed and injected rump roast in the smoker right now. It's been in there for an hour. You're asking Doc to appreciate this roast you're doing an hour into something that needs to be in there for 8. That's what you're doing. It's great. The product you have, I love it. I'm excited about it, but I promised you, you're trying to get Doc excited about it before it's ready.
All right. Okay. So 45% on 10 3-points a game through 8 games of a season. This is 8 games. This is before the Miami game. Steph, 2015-2016. Steph, 2018-2019. Steph, 23-24. Ant, 24-25. My only point is it's a tiny sample size. But even in that tiny sample size, the only other player to have done that is the greatest shooter of all time. That's my
I
only
get
point.
it. You have a delicious looking beef Wellington.
It's looking great so
the
far.
only one that's better has been Gordon Ramsay, but I want to see it cooked all the way.
Have you
Wait,
had
I
Gordon
like it.
You talking
Ramsay's
about
beef
Chris
Wellington?
Kyle?
I like it.
You had that beef Wellington?
Who hasn't?
I have not.
Gandhi.
Different tax brackets.
Yep. It's really good.
So anyway, that's very cool. LeBron James becomes the
Say something about his kid.
he becomes the next player since LeBron James. LeBron James becomes the oldest player since LeBron James with back-to-back triple doubles. LeBron's still doing it, still popping off triple doubles.
Do you see his kid's G League stats?
How'd he do?
Not good.
No, he's
Same?
he's trash.
Same in the pros.
Yeah.
Just
He's
nothing?
trash.
He's not even on the Lakers anymore.
He'll find his shot. No, G League.
Oh my God.
Well, the G League, everyone knew G League season started, so the people at the end of the bench go to the G League team. Sure. Just like we'll have, like our rookies will probably go there for a couple games. Luka Garza will go back and forth. Anyways, best wishes to Greg Popovich. I still think whatever's going on is not disclosed, but he's been in the hospital. He hasn't been able to coach. Maybe the greatest coach ever. Best wishes. And I will end on Karl Anthony Towns' defense. While his offense has been awesome, he is allowing opponents to shoot 32 of 35. That's 91.4% in the restricted area. His defense has been bad, and the Knicks are 500.
Gaped.
Glad he's not a T-Wolf.
Both knew. I love Cat. I'm happy with our offense so far. I'm sure the Knicks are happy with their offense too. Both of our defenses have not been as good as they were last year. So yeah.
Well, thanks for sticking around, guys. If you're looking for a sweet t-shirt to wear to your Thanksgiving family dinner, check out thesecondoffice.org where we have new holiday-themed shirts up.
And what about this one that you're wearing right now? This is a good one, too.
Well, I will just always shake my ass for Cole's cash.
Dobby, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for the Blantons.
Yep. Anytime.
Like, subscribe on YouTube. Check out our shop. All that good stuff. We love you.